Hello guys and welcome to Mark's Shrimp Tanks. Today I'm going to show you how to ship plants, coming right up. Okay, so this method works best with all types of plants, right? I have tried this over the years, right, and it's through trial and error that I've come up with this way, right? And by the way guys, I'm no way claiming that this is my own way of shipping either. I've probably seen it on the internet and it's what works best for me, right? So this works for Sawasartang, Java moss, for things like floating plants, hornwort, etc. It works for all different types, right? So today I'm going to show you some wassertime. Okay, so we have here some pretty decent kitchen roll. Try and get the better quality stuff for this, because I find if you get the cheap stuff, what happens is the person you're sending the plants to, especially if the stuff is in shipping for a while, this just falls apart, right? And that's not what we want, right? We want it to stay together. The first job is to make this wet, right? And have some aquarium water here. We're just going to give it a light spray, and probably you guys will see this as well. When kitchen roll, when it gets water and it expands, this means it's holding water. You see it along here, that's expanding a little bit. And this is great for us, right, because it will hold in water, and basically for us, what that means as well, guys, is when it's in a package, it will help keep the plant cool. When I first started shipping all these types of plants, I used to not add enough kitchen roll. I used to add a little square and just wet it and put it in with the plant. It's not enough, right? You have to surround basically the whole plant with a wet, moist, cool environment. Alright, so here we have our Sawasartang. This is just the one I've chosen today to show you. Right, and it's good if you just tease this plant out gently. This works for hornwort, other stem plants, other types of floating plants as well. I often use this with Salvinia, red root floaters, frog bit, all that kind of stuff, right? So just want to spread it out just a little bit, right? And then we're going to fold over the edges, right? And you want it to cover the entire plant. So it's up to you how many sheets of kitchen roll you use to do this, but I often find that one is more than enough, right? The other thing that's quite important, guys, as well, is you must squeeze out the air. Alright, squeeze out the air, get as much as it out as you can, just fold over like this. And this is how simple it is. You squeeze out the air, just press it down, you can see all the bubbles coming out. This is what you're after. You don't want any air in there, because if there's air, that means there's a surface in there that might be dry. Right, so you have a little package like this. You see how flat that goes down to as well. I mean, this is Sawasartang, but this will go as flat as that with moss, as an example, right? So then what I like to do, guys, is I always double wrap plant stuff, always, right? And this is just your basic bread bag, like so, right? Put it in to the bottom like so. I'll just move this out of the way because it'll make it easier for you guys to see. Right, what you want to do here, guys, is you want the contents of this bag in here. The way I like to do, guys, is I like to have the bag dripping wet. Now this does add to the weight of the package, so you have to bear that in mind when you're doing it, right? But I like it dripping wet. This makes sure that the plant has enough water for its entire journey, right? And I have shipped plants like this for months and months and months. Sometimes I've had plants that have been to, like, basically Alaska. There was once I shipped plants to Alaska, and the package went missing, and it was a few months later. The person got the package and the Sawasartang was still alive, right? So it's good if you give it as much moisture as possible, because this will be its mini environment for all the time that it's in there, right? So bear that in mind, as I said before, that this will add weight to your plant, right? So to your package, right? Then the next step is to lie it flat like this. And again, guys, put your hand in it, squeeze all the air out. You see all the bubbles here? You don't want bubbles in it, because again, that is a bubble will more or less have a dry area in it, right? And you don't want any dry area against the plant, because quite often what happens is the plant, when it's in shipping for such a long time, you might get like a dry spot at the top of the bag up here, and that plant will start to die. Right? We don't want that to happen. We want all of this to live, right? And you'll see what's happened there. You know, when I press that down like this, all the air has escaped out of the bag, and as I've let go, the kitchen roll is starting to suck in all the moisture again. You see it? That's what we're after, right? So then you press out all the air press it all there the best as you can, fold it over like this and just give it a single overhand knot. And that's all you need. Tie it tight like this. You probably should cut off the end like so. Now guys, I'm not shipping to anyone, so this is just for demonstration purpose, but you can see how nice that this looks now, right? And I also like to use a Ziploc bag to put the plant in. This gives you like a little bit more protection, because these can leak. Them on their own, they can leak, but it's very unlikely that two of anything is going to leak, right? So again, just get all the air out, like so. The more you get out, the better it will be, especially if you're shipping in envelopes and stuff, because you want your packages to be as small as possible. Alright, and then typically what I'll do is I'll add a label in here with the name of the plant, right? So if the box gets opened, customs can see it and they can say, well, that is an allowed plant in this country, right? So that is how I ship plants, and I do this for all my plants. Right now it's the off season for me for shipping for plants and shrimp basically, but I thought it'd be a good video to show you guys, just so you can see how it's done. Okay, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me in the comment section below. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, please leave me a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in the next one. Happy shrimp keeping, guys.